How do credit repair companies work? Is a question that we often get. Or how does credit repair work? That's a question that we often get sometimes from our clients that we're, or soon to be clients, or just people who are just asking questions that we're answering. So in this video, I want to talk to you about how credit repair companies work. And this is coming from someone who owns a credit restoration company, but it also empowers you to understand the role that you play and determine whether or not you want to hire someone to do it for you, or if you want to understand things you can be doing for yourself. What up? You got Mr. Smith, point 5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and in this brief video I want to talk to you about how credit repair works and how credit repair companies work. And I always like to break it down so that you can understand the 5 factors of credit. But before I get into the 5 factors of credit, I want to let you know that if you want to get a full understanding of how credit repair works, so you can then understand how credit companies works and how credit works as it relates to things that you can do throughout your journey, be sure you click the available link below so you can get access to the free credit class. 100% free, just our way of saying thank you for tuning in, checking us out, and you take advantage of the things that we teach in that class. Now, let's talk about credit repair companies and how they work. As it relates to credit repair, you got to understand that it's a team effort. You can't just get your credit repair company to do everything and you not participate in it. Why is that important? Because sometimes people hand off their credit to a credit repair company and expect them to do everything. And that's, one way of looking at it, because they look at it like, hey, if I'm paying them, they should be doing everything. Well, when you understand the 5 factors, you understand it's no way possible for them to do everything as it relates to your credit score. So that being said, it's a role that you play in that. Now, I will say this. A lot of times as it relates to credit repair, a percentage of it is things that you need to be doing, but if they're doing it the right way, it's a lot of things that they are able to do that minimizes what you have to do, and it takes away some of the heavy lifting. It frees you up of time, because most of the time people who want credit repair done, sometimes it's just based on the fact that they don't understand it, but oftentimes it's because they just don't have the time or the patience to go back and forth with credit repair agencies and credit reporting agencies. They don't want to go back and forth with trying to get things deleted, trying to get things updated, trying to get things, change from negative to positive. They just don't want to do it. They'd rather hire somebody to do that, and they focus on the things that they can focus on. So a credit repair company, what their job is to basically target a lot of what has been affected by your payment history. So that's cleaning up late payments, getting certain collections deleted if they, look in error, look to be in error, inaccurate, erroneous, derogatory, things of that nature, cleaning that up to help strengthen your payment history. Also, getting certain things that are negative to reflect positive by doing different goodwill letters, or just pointing out inaccuracies of something that shouldn't have been reported as late in the first place and getting it updated to positive. So it's a lot of emphasis that's going into the payment history aspect of the 5 factors, and that's 192.5 points. That's 35% of your score. So the credit repair agencies are focusing a lot of emphasis on that, because that's where the letters come in, that's where the mailings and things of that nature go in. However, what you have to understand is you play a vital role in your credit, because when you think about the 5 factors and when you break it all down, it's something that you need to be doing in order to strengthen your score. The 2 main things I tell my clients is this: when I'm restoring your credit, the last thing I want you to do is not pay bills on time. Because sometimes people start restoring their credit and they just let things fall apart. No, that's going to reverse some of the things that we're able to do. And that goes for any other credit repair company. So make sure you're paying all things on time, because you want to make sure your payment history is intact. And this goes for not just credit cards and loans, mortgages, student loans, things of that nature. This goes for streaming services that you may be paying, utility bills, because we're heading in a direction where all of this stuff matters as well. So make sure you're paying all bills on time, over time, ahead of time, preferably. And also make sure if you have any credit cards, you're keeping their utilization low. That's the second factor. So factor number 1 is payment history. Factor number 2 is credit utilization. So you want to keep that utilization low. My definition of low is 9% or less. I know you may have heard different things, but 9% or less, because it gives you more buying power. It helps strengthen your score. Do those 2 things, paying things on time and keeping your utilization low, or striving towards getting low utilization, will help you help yourself, but also help the credit repair agency that you decide to hire, if you decide to do so. But the other 3 factors, just so you can understand that credit is a holistic thing, not just about getting things deleted or not just about credit utilization solely. You also got to factor in the age of your credit, which is known as credit history. How long have you been using your credit score? Basically, if you can date back to the first date you started using your credit and you calculate what year that was versus what year it is today, that gives you the age of your score. So how old is your credit? Is it 10 years old? Is it 9 years, 5 years? That credit age contributes to a certain amount of your score. 9+ years is a great aim, but that doesn't hinder you from having a great credit score if you don't have 9 years in credit history. And the last two is credit mix and new credit. Understand that the most recent 2 years of your credit report have the biggest effect. Late payments, your utilization being out of whack. If you could take a snapshot of your most previous 2 years, what would it look like? And that is having a huge effect on your score. So that's why it's important to sometimes hire a credit repair agency to help you clean up your most recent 2 years, because it has a big effect. As well as that's why it's important for you to make sure you're paying all things on time going forward. So that way you're strengthening your future 2 years. That's why it's important to keep your utilization low, so you're strengthening it as well. And also understanding that you want to have a mixture of good things such as credit cards, loans, student loans, personal loans, mortgages, car notes. All of those things just show that you're able to properly utilize credit in a way that proves that you know how to be wise about your spending and borrowing of money, paying people back on time, over time, all the time. So as it relates to how credit repair companies work, what you got to understand is part of the role belongs to you, because there's no way a credit repair company can pay your utilization down. We have strategies that teach people how to do it, but there's no way a credit repair company can help you do that yourself. That's on you. But they should also be guiding you and giving you consultations and telling you certain things that you can be doing to help strengthen your score, and as well as advising or recommending certain products and things that can help you strengthen your score as well. And payment history is up to you as well. There's no way a credit repair agency can make you pay your bills on time. So make sure you're doing your part, but understand that the credit repair agency, their role is to clean up that payment history and guide you on things that you can do to strengthen your score, so that both things and both entities, you and the credit repair agency, are working towards strengthening your score. It's a team effort. Don't let anyone tell you different. That being said, if you haven't already grabbed access to the free credit class, click the available link below, get the free credit class. If you have any questions from us, or you want to set up a free consultation, or you want to hire us for our services, it'll be available in the link below as well. Hopefully this video served you well on how credit repair companies work, and how does credit repair work in a nutshell. But if you have any other questions, leave it in the comments below. That's all I got for this video. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.